I am live. I'm live. I'm live. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. All right, so let me turn this on. Why we don't get. All right, so guess this thing is working out. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, I can hear myself. So listen, this is why we don't get what we want. Okay, this is why we don't get the people that we want. I want to go live on this topic. I want y'all to understand. I know many of us are frustrated. Many of us are frustrated about why we don't get the person that we want when it comes to relationships. How come everybody can be in relationships and we can't? How come everybody can find somebody and I can't? How come everybody is doing this stuff and I can't? Hey, Passion, how you doing? Greetings. Yes, second. Let me adjust. Um, so, and this is using science and a couple more stuff to bring an understanding to us. Okay. I know many of us don't get it. My toe, you're on your toes, BLJ. How are you doing? Long time no see. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hey, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Namaste. I hope you all had a beautiful day. I hope you all having a beautiful day, a beautiful night. Hey, from South Africa. How are you doing? From South Africa. So listen, hey Javana. Um, so many of us are struggling to get the one that we want. We get to the age, we get to the point, we getting older. As we age, we getting scared. We more a little nervous because we might, we think that we mightn't have anyone. We think that there's nobody out there. We think that we're gonna die alone. We think that we're gonna be alone for a long time, and we don't know what is happening or what is going to happen. So I want to talk about this. Why do we keep having the same people in our lives? Because many of us, we don't know why. We just stuck in a place where we don't like. Now, there can be many different reasons. All right. Now, I'm going to talk about science. I'm going to use you as an example. I'm going to use you as in why am I getting what I'm getting? Fairy tales, huh? I feel you. I feel you. I don't really do fairy tales either. But I'm gonna use science. What's going on, King LTL? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Where you from, anyways? King LTL. So yeah, I'm gonna use a style of science, not just the law of attraction, but I'm gonna use the law of self worth, the law of the mind, to try to explain this experience. Because I think, like again, many of us don't know. Many of us, one thing that many of us depend on is our heart. We think that we have a good heart. My heart is in the right place. My heart, my heart, my heart. I have a good heart. Why don't I have the man or woman that I desire? I have a good heart. And I think a lot of us, we have heard so much about this heart. Our parents have talked about, just have a good heart. Our grandparents have told us this. Our parents have, our preachers have, and we think just because we have a good heart, that the good person is going to come to us. I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm going to tell you straight up. Hey, Resilient, how are you doing from Maryland? I'm going to tell you straight up. That is not true. That is a big lie. Having a good heart or whatever you call it, having a good heart is not a real thing. The truth is, nobody care about your heart. People care about your frequency. Nobody care about your heart. Your intentions are pure, but you're doing the wrong things. You know, I don't care how I don't care how good your heart is. If you play a game and you don't know the rules or you're not playing according to the game, you're gonna lose. It doesn't matter about your heart. It doesn't matter what kind of heart you have. If you have a clean heart and you go into the casino, if you don't know the rules of the game, you're gonna lose still. It's not about your heart when it comes to having the right person. Now, I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you this to say it's not that simple. Yet it is very simple, but it's not based on that heart stuff. Everybody keeps saying, I have a good heart, so I should have a good man. I'm waiting for God to send me a good man. Let me tell you all something about this good man or this good woman myth. Hey, Tink, how you doing? Hey, Kimberly. Let me tell you all about something about this myth about God is sending you a man because you have a good heart. The truth is, everybody's already here. Everybody is here. And it's your frequency that aligns you up with someone else. It's your frequency. Not no superficial person or being is sending you someone else. Your frequency is sending you those people. Hey, Teresa, it's your frequency. Your frequency speaks directly to someone with that similar frequency. Hey, Tink, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me make sure you can hear me. So I'm saying your frequency is aligned. Your frequency is what you have naturally. And that is what lines you up. That's what aligns you with someone else. Nobody is sending you anything. There's about 8 billion people here. And if you can't find one, you have a problem. You're blind, you can't feel, you are out of this world, you are disconnected. Because if you can't find one when there's 8 billion, what's going on? Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Seriously, if you can't find one when there's 8 billion people, what is really going on? Even if somebody sent it to you, you still wouldn't know. You still wouldn't know. Now, let me tell you why. One of the biggest reasons why we can't get what we want. One of the reasons why we can't get what we want is because our feelings are saying what we don't want. One of the reasons why we can't get what we want is because our feelings are telling or sending signals to the universe of what we don't want. Let me tell you this. I don't care what you say with your mouth. Your frequency is speaking for you. Your frequency is your frequency that's speaking. Your frequency does the speaking. I don't. If when you talk to God, the Creator, the universe, is your frequency that speaks, not your mouth. Your mouth has no power with the universe. You want to know that? Your mouth has no power or no place when you speak to God. Yeah, it's not your mouth. This universe only gives you what you give it. So your mouth don't mean nothing. Listen, the universe matches your frequency. I don't care how much you say you want something. If you are not aligned with your frequency, you cannot get it. Your frequency is your currency. That is what attract. That is what you pull with. That is what you select what you want with your frequency. When you want something, you put your frequency on that thing and you attract it. That's how frequency works. Nobody care about what your heart is. Hey, unicorns are real. I'm on the phone, okay? Okay, okay. I'm on the phone, baby. I'm on the phone, okay? Go ahead. Nobody wants you until you get on live, you know. Nobody want. Listen, you be you be here all day. As soon as you go on live, everybody wants you. But listen, though, I forget where was I? Where was I? I forget where was I. What was I saying? So, like I'm saying right here, right? Your frequency has to match. And what does it mean? If I ask you guys what you want in a partner, when you ask somebody, what do you want in a partner? A lot of times, what we do, we say what we don't want, right? We say what we don't want. Do you understand when you speak when you say, I don't want something? Thank you, Teresa. When you say, I don't want something, where is your feelings? Your feelings is on what you don't want. So I don't want a man who cheats. So you're feeling because now you begin to feel a kind of way. I don't want a man who lies. I don't want a man who cheats. I don't want a man who disrespect me. And imagine when you are speaking, you are creating a feeling, which is a frequency, right? So when you say, I don't want a man who lie, I hate liars. I hate cheaters. I don't want somebody who disrespect me. I don't want somebody who in a relationship. What happens? You begin to feel that feeling. When you are speaking, you begin to feel that feeling of what you are saying. So if I don't want something, my feeling is of that thing. Understand? And that moment is when you begin to attract it because your feelings are turned on to it. This is why you cannot continue to say what I don't want. What you don't want, you should be quiet about. What you don't want, you should never think about. Who you don't want, you should never put your mind on. What you don't want, you should never put your mind towards, because many people are we keep doing this, and this is exactly what you get. I don't want this. So your mind and your energy goes towards this. Wherever your mind or your energy goes is what expands. That becomes available to you. Understand what you are doing. This is what we keep doing. This is why we can't get what we want, because everybody think that they can bypass that part and think that, well, God knows my heart. Do you know your heart is the question. God knows my heart, so God knows that I suffer so long. See, many of us, right, many of us been suffering for so long, and all we know how to do is suffer. Many of us been hurt for so long, and all we know is to hurt. Many of us been sad for so long that all we know how to do is be sad. And when you remember those feelings, you keep feeling those feelings. That's all you are stuck in. The same feeling attract the same situation. Once you are in that feeling, remember the feeling is linked to something else from the past. Understand, whatever feeling that you are in, whatever frequency that you are in, that feeling is linked, is literally linked. Thank you, BM's woman. How are we doing? Thank you. That feeling is literally linked to something from the past. And when you have that feeling, you are linking that experience from the past, and that was what you are attracting. So when you walk around in fear, right? Hey, Tanisha, when you walk around in fear all day, hey, Chrome, when you walk around in fear all day, what you are doing, you are connecting yourself to the experience that you hated, that experience that you didn't like. And when you connect yourself based on the feeling, you're gonna keep experiencing that feeling. You know why we stay in the same frequency? Because it's easy to stay in that frequency. It is so easy to stay angry. It's so easy to stay miserable. It is so easy to stay anxious. It's so easy to say resentful. Because when we are in resentment, when we are in anger, when we are in misery, we are pulling the equivalence of that emotion into our reality. So we begin to feel like we have a reason to be angry or to be miserable or to be resentful. So we begin to think, see, I know it. It's life. It's everybody else. It's people. It's all my ex. It's all my partners. Because you are in that feeling, not even realizing. Thank you, Ella. Thank you so much. Been watching all your videos. Subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Ella. Thank you. Thank you. So exactly, we begin to justify why we feel this way, not realizing this is why we keep getting it. Let me tell you this right here. Let me tell you this. Hey, Light Being, thank you. Welcome. Let me tell you this. Hey, Mandy. The reason why we keep getting what we are getting is because we are not changing our feeling. You think that you want something to change in your life before you can feel what you want to feel. Listen, many of us, hey, Miss Howard, many of us think that we have to wait until something happens for us to be happy before we turn our frequency to happiness, right? Many of us think that we have to wait until something happens to have trust before we turn our trust on. Check this out. Many of us think that a person got to come along before we love, so that we wait for that person to come until we turn the love frequency on. Understanding, not even realizing that you can always turn your frequency on whatever you want to turn it to, because you are literally a dial. That's what we are. We are dials here. We attract every single thing in this universe. And if you cannot attract who you want or what you are on the wrong frequency. Is that simple? If you cannot attract who you want or what you want, it's because you're on the same frequency. I don't care who you ask for it. I don't care who you beg. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care if you go on your knees every day on hot sand. If you are not on that frequency, you're not getting it. Listen, some of you think that you can bypass your frequency. You cannot bypass your frequency. This is why your mouth has no use when you talk to God. Your mouth has no use. That's why you can speak in tongues, and your mouth has no use when you are speaking to the universe, because your energy is known. This is why he says, my energy. Listen, I know you. Before you was formed in the womb, I know you based on your frequency. Hey, Sandy Sands, how you doing? Hey, Sage Phoenix. So many of us are trying to bypass the fact that we have to do the inner work, the inner engineering, the inner self. We have to get a hold of our inner self. I don't care what we experience. I don't care what we've been through. Thank you, Divine Difference. I don't care what you're seeing in life. You have to be able to be brave enough to turn your own frequency to love. Listen, many of us, our biggest problem is that we keep feeling the same crap every single day. Hey, Saint, do you notice that? We keep feeling the same crap every day. We feel the same emotions, the same pain, the same sadness, the same loneliness, the same anger, the same resentment, the same judgment, the same everything, the same anxiety. Do you notice that we feel the same thing? Many of us feel the same thing every day. You're going to relive the same thing every day. And I want to tell you again, your feelings are the currency in this universe. That means if I have $10, thank you, Lacey Rose. That means if I have $10 and I go to the store, I could only have $10 worth of things. Unless I steal it. If I have $10, I could only have an exchange for $10 worth of items. That's what I can afford. Same thing with my emotions and my feelings. If I can feel sad, I could only afford situations and circumstances that makes me feel that same sadness. I could only exchange my sadness for certain situations. Okay? I could only exchange my anger for certain situations that's worth my anger. Do you understand? I could only exchange my misery for certain situations that worth or is equivalent to my misery. We don't understand this part. So now we want, when it comes to a relationship, we want to take this misery, this sadness, this fear, this anxiety, this insecurity, and exchange that. What do you think you get in return? This universe is very fair. It's a fair universe. Thank you, Joel. You want to bring this? Ain't no good man here. Number one, you started with doubt. You come here with doubt. Ain't no good man here. That's number one. Number two, all the good men are taken. I hear that crap all the time. All the women are this. So you bring in doubt first. Number two, you don't even know that if you are worthy of getting it. Because now here you go feeling angry. So you bring in your doubt, then you bring in your anger. And once you bring your anger, here comes fear. Fear of being hurt again. Fear of being abused. Fear of being left. Fear of being played with. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being neglected. Fear of your past. And when you bring those emotions in, that's what you are sending out. And therefore, that's what the universe is giving you back. The same experience. So the universe will match you to someone, right, who's going to keep you with that same experience. If you feel lonely, the universe will match that loneliness with a man or a woman that continues to make you feel lonely, or that will leave you again so you can experience lonely. Understand that's what the universe does. It matches your frequency. You have to first decide, what do I want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? When you are asked, what do you want? Allow your mind, allow your body, and allow your spirit to speak on what you really want. Do not allow your feelings to go on fear. Don't allow your feelings to go on anger. Don't allow it to go on your ex-partner. What happens? I'm not asking you all that. See, universe ain't asking you all that. They ain't asking you what happened last time. Nobody care. They ain't asking you what you're afraid of when they ask you what you want. He ain't asking you what you don't want to happen. It's asking you, what do you want? When you are asked, what do you want, you become an adult and speak what you want. When you speak what you want to do first is believe that it exists. If you ask for something, believing that it's not there, you cannot get it. Where is it coming from? That's not what the Bible said. Hey, S, how are you doing? It says to ask for something and believe that it's yours. And then you should get it. You must get it because you already have ownership in your spirit. See, everything is created in the spirit first. This is simple science. It's a simple, very simple scientific energy. So when you ask, what do you want? First, allow your body to relax. Hey, Reese, allow your body to relax. Think about what you want. Speak it. Believe that it exists. Know that you are deserving of it. And therefore, feel like you already have it. And then, and only then, will it come to you. But if I ask you what you want, thank you, Ella. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If I ask you what you want, and you act like, I don't know, I don't want this, and I don't want that, and I don't want this, then you're not telling me what you want. So what do I give you? If I ask you what you want and you begin to resist the idea that you're going to have somebody who abuse you, a narcissistic person, and you feel that resistance, guess what? If you feel a resistance while your mind is on the narcissist, imagine if you feel a resistance when you are confronted with a question, what do you want? Imagine. What's up, Jay? How we doing, man? If you feel that resistance, which is energy, being pushed out. Resistance is energy being pushed out. And when you have an idea or a thought, and you have energy pushing out that thought, guess what happens? It expands. It is hard to stay positive in these times. It is not hard to stay positive. What you must do is stop watching nonsense on social media. Number two, you must train your mind to focus on what you want to listen. When you talk to your kids in school, hey Aisha, how are you doing? When you talk to your children in school, what do you tell them? Focus. I don't care who talking to you. I don't care who next to you. Focus on your work. Don't come home here failing classes talking about you couldn't focus because somebody was talking. I don't care what you're doing. You focus on your work. Now, as adults, hey Maggie, as adults, I'm going to tell you, focus on what you want. See, when you can focus on what you want, it's not hard to stay anything. The thing is, we are easily distracted. Everything distracts us. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the shiny thing. Oh, look at him. Oh my God, look at her. Oh, did you see that movie? Did you see that girl? Did you see that story? Did you see that video when that woman was telling every single body about who she married to and who the hell did I marry? Oh, those things captures your attention. And if your attention is being captured, your energy is leaving you. You have no control. Number one, stop watching garbage. Ella, you hear me, Ella? Stop watching garbage. Stop feeding your mind with trash. If you want to stay focused, you must consume your mind with that one thing. There's no positive or negative thoughts. It's just thoughts. Wherever the mind go, wherever your thoughts go, that's where your focus go. That's where your energy goes. And that's what you create. So you can't say in these times it's hard to stay positive because positive and negative don't exist. Put your mind where you want it to go. Coach Kirk, you can focus, but my anxiety kick in. Anxiety is not a thing. Anxiety is not a thing. Anxiety is a result because you lack control in your mind, because you are fighting against a thought. Listen, Anxiety comes in when you are fighting against something that's on your mind. Why is it on your mind? You are resisting it. See, my anxiety comes in when you are resisting something because you don't want to accept what it is. So you begin to resist it. And when you begin to resist something, you begin to fight it. And when you fight it, you can't win because you're not fighting a real thing. It doesn't exist. It only exists in your mind. And if you fight your mind, it is a nation divided against itself. It must fall. So anxiety is just the result of you falling because you are divided. So no, you can't blame anxiety. Anxiety is not a thing. It's not a real thing. Anxiety is this. I have a thought. I don't like it. I fight it. Oh, anxiety. That's all anxiety is. Think about it. That's all it is. It's not a disease. It's really not a disease. It's just that we lack the ability to control our minds. We lack the ability to accept what the mind gives us. We lack the ability. Let me tell you how the mind works. This guy I was dating was lying to me, and I caught him and walked away. We didn't talk for a week, and I'm sure he was going out with the other person he lied about. He came back and told me he wanted to be with me for the rest of his life. What's the question, Tiff? Because I don't see the question. How do you move forward without fear? What if it's not fair, it's reality. If a person lied to you in the beginning and you caught them, it's natural that you can't trust a person. So you moving forward where? You can't forget what happened. You don't trust the person. You know the person is about joke. Listen, a week don't change a damn thing. Hey, this second consultant, how you doing? A week does not change anything. People don't change in a week. It took me 10 years to change. You tell me a man gonna come and change in a week? That's a lie. That's why you are fear. It's not that you are fear, it's because you know better. It's not that you have fear, it's just that you know better because it's a stupid idea to even think about believing that crap. You're not gonna do it. So it's not about you have fear. It's about people change every day, right? People change every day. Some of those things are deep rooted. You see, cheating is one of them deep rooted things. Cheating is one of them deep rooted issues. It's like drugs. It's like alcohol and cigarette. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna stop smoking today. Would you believe that person who said I'm gonna stop smoking? I mean, I'm gonna quit smoking today. I'm gonna quit smoking today. Okay, go ahead. Believe it. All you're gonna do, all you're gonna get is be disappointed. That's all. That stuff is a deep rooted stuff. It's about the reality. Some people struggle with self control. It's not even the cheating that's the problem. It's some of us struggle with self control. That's why we can't control what we eat. That's why we overweight. That's why we do cigarettes, we do alcohol, because it's not about the cigarette or the drugs or this cheating. It's about the lack of self control. That's all it is. So if a person lacks the ability to control their willpower, or they don't have any willpower, people change every day. That's true. But change don't come that quickly. Change come with understanding. Change come with certain. Listen, man. Sometimes if change only comes when you lose someone, hey, Kathy, if change only comes when you lose someone, be careful. That's the ego. Yeah, Sonny K. Listen, I'm telling you, if change only come when you are threatened to lose someone or when somebody is gone, a lot of times that is not change. That is behavioral modification. We are confusing behavioral modification with change. If I tell my son, if you do it again, I'm going to beat your little butt. Do you think he changed? He didn't change. He changed his behavior, but he didn't change. He modified what he is doing. Listen, there is behavioral modification and there's change. Please understand. I'm not saying that people don't change. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't think I'm saying that. Everybody change. I change. We all have the ability to change. This is not what I'm saying. We all have the ability to change. But I'm saying, when they talk about a week, when you talk about I have to leave you for you to recognize me, no, something is off. Something is about the ego. The ego, man, listen, when the ego realizes that I don't no longer have this person, I no longer have this person, right? Sometimes the ego says, I need this person to feel like I back in my power. I lose something. I lost something. I gotta get it back. Listen, I gotta do what I take for it to get it back. You know how many of us do the same thing? I gotta do what it takes to get it back. I gotta do what it takes to get it back. I gotta do what it takes, and you do what it takes to get it back. And when you get it back, you're back into relaxed state because the ego is satisfied. We gotta be careful, man. We gotta be careful. Um, I think I missed a question. Some of these cheaters cannot help themselves. Facts, facts. You're right. You mean you're right. Can you date someone with different religion beliefs than you? I can, because your religion. Listen, your religious belief don't dictate how you love each other. Seriously, your religious belief is just small-minded people cannot accept that somebody is different from them, right? Some is small-minded people who cannot accept people are different. If I have a woman who have a different belief system, if she respects me and I respect her, I will let her listen. Do what you do. This is about you and your life, your expression of life. This is you. Do what you do. Let me do what I do. And what you do is, I'm not, my ego ain't that big to say I need you to be like me. The problem is when it comes to dating, you want them people to be just like you. You gotta have the same religion, the same things in common, the same beliefs, the same places, the same this, the same degrees, the same amount of money. That's ego. That's ego. All right. Somebody asks, how do I forget about him? You don't need to forget about anybody. If you forget, it doesn't make it better. Imagine if you wake up tomorrow and all your memory was gone. Would that make your life easier? Probably not. Probably not. If you wake up tomorrow and all your memories was gone, it doesn't make life easier. You don't have to forget about something to be able to move on. Moving on, it means I can remember you, realize that if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. I could just see you there and be okay. I don't have to forget, because you cannot forget. It's not about forgetting. You don't have to forget anything. We all have memories. Memories is what we have. That's all we have. We have experiences that turn to memories. That's the only thing we have. We don't have anybody. We don't have anyone. We don't have anything. We don't have any place. All we have is our experiences and our memories. That's all we can hold on to. That's why we keep them, and that's why they destroy us, because that's all you have. If you become one and peaceful with your memory because you think about something or because your mind travels to something, let me tell you all something. Let me tell you all something. Okay? Check this out. Check this out. The reason why you fight your own memory, the reason why you fight your own mind, the only reason why you fight your own mind, the only reason why your mind keep running on that man or that woman, the reason why your mind keep going on that person is because every time the mind travels, which it does, see, the mind travels every day. Every second the mind is traveling. The mind travels all day, all night. Even when you sleep, the mind is still working. The mind never stops. The only time the mind stops is when it sees you react. Hey, Dr. Hermione, how you doing? Thank you for the rose. The only way you tell the mind to stop is when you begin to react. Right? Is when you begin to react or feel an emotion. And when you feel the emotion, the mind says, you want me to stop right here, huh? Okay, I'll stop right here. Because when I feel the emotion, it begins to fuel. See, the emotion fuel the thought, because the emotion is energy in motion. That's what emotion is. So if the mind is traveling, everything is good. Everything is good. The mind goes somewhere that you don't like and you begin to resist and feel an emotion. The mind says, yep, this is where you want me to be. Bam. Because the mind, see, in your judgment, you think there is something called good energy and bad energy. In this big old scheme of the universe, it doesn't work like that. The mind doesn't know good or bad. There's no good or bad energy. If you give it energy, it stays there. It sits with you because the energy begins to give it power. So the way how the mind works, the mind travels. You feel emotions. The mind says, halt. I sit down with you. And you're going to be anxious, you're going to be mad, you're going to be, and that's energy. That's how energy is made and created. That's how energy is experienced through you. It's based on your emotions. Please, you have to accept what happens. If you accept what you ate yesterday, your mind don't stay on it. It's when you can't accept what you eat, your mind stay on it. That's our problem. When you cannot accept something, the mind stays there. You resist it. Don't think about the monkey. 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 And all you're doing is thinking about this damn monkey all damn day. You cannot stop. So here comes the mind. Hey, monkey, monkey. Understand? That's exactly what we are doing. I had a man to pretend to be somebody else through a dating site, contact me as himself, and lied about how he got my number, and then continue to try and talk me as a fake person at the same time. Hmm. You know, a lot of people do those things, man. A lot of folks do those things. So, you are gotta be careful, man. Hey, LaShawn, how you doing? Hey, people be scamming. Let me read some of this YouTube stuff. Some power change, but don't think things different right away. Like being listen. Let me tell you, I made a video earlier on YouTube. If you all haven't seen it, please go watch it. I made a video earlier on YouTube. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. What the video was talking about this right here. There's two ways. There's two ways why this is two ways why especially women choose to suffer. There's two ways. Yeah, right, Sandra. There's two ways how we suffer. Well, there are more ways, but when it comes to relationship, two ways how especially women suffer the most. You are one of those two things that you are do. You are one of those two things that you all do the most for to make you all suffer. And let me tell you why you all suffer. The only reason why you choose to suffer is because in life, you all are doing great. You have all these things that you need. You have your food, you have your car, you have your place to live, you have your shelter, and you choose to suffer anyways because everything because you got too much. See, when you have too much in life, you must choose a reason to suffer. Now, many of us, the reason why we choose to suffer is because a lot of us have these crazy beliefs. A lot of us have these crazy beliefs that, well, the Bible say you have to long suffer. There's long suffering, and if you go for Christ, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer everything, and you're gonna suffer how He suffered. And our parents and our grandparents told us that we have to suffer and we have to suffer. So we always find a reason to suffer. One of the reasons how we suffer. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, man. One of the reasons why we suffer and how we suffer or how we choose to suffer is when we chase people. To chase somebody means that they're running away. And when you chase somebody, it is a choice that you are doing. You are creating suffering. You are choosing. See, it's a way how we choose to suffer. When we chase people who don't want us, we chase the ones that we can't keep, we chase the ones who don't respect us. We are continually chasing people. This is one of the biggest ways to suffer because this messes with your mind. It can be a million people who want you to be with you. But the one who don't want you, you must feel like you have to chase these people. You got to chase these people because number one, that validates you and your self-worth. So this is the law of self-worth. You have to prove that yourself that you can get what you want. You can get the one that don't want you. You can make somebody want you because that's how you validate your self-worth. Many of you. Yeah, Miguel. I appreciate you, man. Many of us have to validate that because that's how we feel better. So no matter who wants us, I want the one who don't want me. Understand, we're playing a dangerous game. We are playing a dangerous game because the second thing is there's a law. There's a law that I study and that I practice. It's called the law of least effort. The law of least effort. What does that mean? It means this. Nature grows, the trees grows, the plants grows, the water cleans itself, the sun comes up, the sun goes down, the moon shines or whatever it does, the temperature changes, the trees wave, it lose all the leaves, the leaves grow back, and all is happening is nature. Hey Fiona, is the law of least effort. There is no forcing, it's just happening. The weeds grow without you trying to water it. The trees grow in the forest to 300 feet with nobody interference. Listen, it is called the law of least effort. Hey, Hurtful, the problem is we reject the law of least effort because we feel like if we don't do work and work extra hard, we don't deserve to be loved. We don't deserve to be respected. We don't deserve to be wanted because we feel like we have to do extra work. So we go to the law of the most resistance because that's how we prove to ourselves that we are desired, that we are something special. Hey Merlene, hey Miss Whitney, how are we doing? Good night, good evening. This is why. So we don't believe in the law of least effort because the least effort, I don't want the ones who want me. I don't want the ones that come to me. I want to work hard so I can prove that I need to be validated. So if I get it, then I'm good. Listen, let me tell you this. The secret is you were good before this. You were created perfectly fine before this. You were fulfilled. You were created fulfilled before this. Many of you can understand. So one of the ways that we punish ourselves is to chase the things and the people that don't want us. We continue working hard. We find ourselves working extremely hard all days of our lives, and we are miserable. Some of us are miserable. We have everything, we miserable. We don't have love. We don't have peace. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. You will know them by their fruits. And you will know you by your fruits too. See, you think you know you, but you know you by your fruits. Look at your fruits. Some of your fruits are dried up. You don't have love. You don't have a person to share the love with. You don't have the affection in you. You have fear and doubt. Everybody's about to get you. Everybody want to hurt you. Everybody gonna lie. You have sickness. I don't care what you have in your life. It's a disease. It's not helping you any. Depression, man, you depressed. I mean, your body is sick. You have all this stuff going on in your system. Your blood is messed up. Your period is harsh. You have all this sickness in your body, this weakness, energy. Something is wrong. Hey, kid, how you doing? Something is wrong. And you think you shall know them by their fruits. Look at your fruits. What fruits are you picking from yourself? Do you like it? Do you taste it? Does it taste good? Do you want to share it? Because if you bite it and it don't taste good, see, some of you all are having that love when you mix your own crap up, you want to give it to someone else. You know, you tasted it, it didn't taste good, but you still want to share it. You still, I'm waiting for somebody to share my life with. You tasted your own love. You don't like it because you still have anger problems. You still bitter. You still have resentment. You still have jealousy. You still have judgment. How does that love taste? That love don't taste good. That love tastes like trash. Hey, Bright. You know, one of the biggest way of self-love, one of the biggest values of self-love is not about you going to the mall or you having a car or you doing your nails or you combing your hair. Self-love says remove all that shit that's causing me to love myself less. That's what self-love says. It's not about you doing your toes, you posting a video showing your ass and showing your stomach, talking about self-love is the best love. Self-love says remove the shit in your energy that makes you sick so you can experience more love. You can open up to the universe. Hey, Key, how are you doing? But some of you all don't understand the second way how we punish ourselves, right? The second way people, especially women, punish themselves or they choose their way to suffer is to wait for someone to change. We wait for someone to change. And as you wait For someone to change, you're suffering. As you wait for them to change, you realize a few things. You begin to change, don't you? You begin to change, ain't you? You begin to get angry, don't you? You begin to become resentful, don't you? You begin to get pissed off every day, don't you? You are suffering every day. As you wait for them to change, you begin to change. And here's the sad thing about it. By the time that person actually changed, you already went the whole opposite direction. You don't trust them no more. You don't respect them no more. You don't want them no more. It's done. Now you miserable. You pissed off. You sick. Talking about I need healing. Why? Because you waited. You made yourself suffer. I'm telling you. Listen, the thing is this. The thing is this. What we don't understand is this right here. Your life is going to good. You hear me? You hear me, Bright? You hear me, Key? Listen, listen. Your life is going to good. So you want to find something to suffer from. So you have to generate a suffering. And part of your suffering is to say, he don't want me. Shit. If that is the reason why you suffer, your life is good, isn't it? Ain't that something? If your only suffering is he or she don't want me, you're like, boy, you living the dream. Financially, I hope you're good. Spiritually, I hope you're good. Emotionally, I hope you're good. Life is, if your only suffering is that somebody don't want you, damn it, your life is the best. I'll take that too. Hey Nez, how you doing? We choose to suffer. We are choosing our level or our choice in suffering. And we don't even realize that we're choosing it. We've been chosen to suffer for a long time. Two things again. We suffer because we chase people or chase things that don't belong to us because the law of least effort is against us. Or we're trying to wait for that person to change. Lord have mercy. The whole time you waited for them to change. Suffering is there. Now, Yoli said heartbreak is so painful. Yoli said heartbreaks are so painful. Yeah, we choose. Which I'm telling you, we choose. Hey, warrior, how we doing? Hey, Bree. Now we say heartbreaks are painful, but the thing is, the question is, when did your heart get broken? Right? When did your heart? Hold on, let me set this mic up. I think I broke it. Can you hear me still? Oh, yeah, I can't see me now. Huh? Oh, when you have these mics, man. The question is, when did your heart get broken? Your heart don't get broken. Your heart is perfectly fine. Your heart is look at your heart beating. Hey, your heart is like, wait, I'm beating so good. Your blood is being pumped. How you say I'm broken? How you gonna tell me I'm broken when I'm beating? You still alive, number one. Number two, your blood is being rejection don't break your heart. Rejection disappoints you. Listen, you don't have a broken heart. What you have, while you wait there, facts. Pinto Chris, facts. Your heart is not broken. Your expectations are. Your heart is not broken. Your mind is experiencing. Your mind is experiencing a shift, an awareness. Your heart ain't broken. Your heart is never broken. A broken train of thought. Yeah, I'm telling you. Your heart is never broken. Your mind is going through an awakening. You remember when you saw life for what life really was? Because your grandmother and your parents told you life was this. Then you grew up and realized life was not what they told you. And you just became miserable because they lied to you. Like, what the hell? What? That's an awakening. It's an awakening. And unfortunately, we go through many different awakenings. One of our awakenings, one of our awakenings is people. You see what people are, especially the ones that you love. Hey JP, what's up, man? Seriously, one of our awakenings, if you deal with relationship, is that you see what people are. Listen, you remember, when it comes to people, you are the one painting pictures in your mind. Expectation, you painting pictures every day. You painting all your pictures up. You people telling you this, and you put in a whole picture in your mind of what they are, who they are. It's your picture. They don't give you a see. Nobody could paint a picture for you. Facts is the sacred concept in facts. When you change inwardly, everything outside will change. Yeah, rain for real. Nobody can paint your picture for you. See the pictures that you keep here, nobody paints them for you. You ask stupid questions, they give you stupid answers. You ask dumbass questions, pardon my language. You ask dumbass questions, pardon my language. You ask dumbass questions, again, pardon my language. But you ask dumbass questions to a person on a date and think that you, since they answer your questions, you think that you're going to paint a picture in your mind of how you think they are and who you think they are based on the answer, right? So you ask dumbass questions. So are you still friends with your mom? And you're taking notes in your head, right? Are you still friends with your mom? Yeah. Me and my mom is tight. Oh, that's so good. I want a man who is close to his mother. Check. So do you work? Yeah, I have a couple jobs. Oh my God, he's a provider. Check. Do you have children? Yeah, I take care of my children, man. Oh my God, I want a man who take care of the children. Check. So you begin to create this dumbass picture in your head, right? You begin to create this picture, this dumbass picture in your head. You do it. You the one creating it. Nobody can paint your picture. I don't care what somebody say. You paint your picture yourself. And then when you paint the picture looks beautiful. So now, based on the picture that you painted in your mind with those stupid answers, based on the pictures, here you go. You are my, you. I want you to be mine forever. And he's like, sure. All right. So you have this picture in your mind forever. Oh my God, this is him. This is him. And when he sees, hey sugar, how you doing? When you start seeing what he is outside the picture, no. I know he has potential because the picture that I painted, his potential. No, let me cry. I know I'm not wrong. I know I didn't paint the wrong picture. I know for a fact this didn't happen again. I didn't paint the wrong picture. No. Stop doing it. Stop. Stop it. Stop. You gotta stop. Stop cheating on me. Stop. I didn't paint the wrong picture, so stop cheating. Okay? Okay, I'll stop. Thank you. Stop lying. Stop it. Stop. Stop lying. I didn't paint the wrong picture. Okay? Okay, I'll stop. Stop calling me out of my name. I didn't paint. So you begin to do all the things. You begin to do all the things just to make sure the picture stays, not the person. Listen, come on now, let's do the mind trick. Let's talk about how the mind tricks you. You begin to do everything so the picture can stay how you painted it. True or false? Think about it. Think about it. True or false? And when you see the picture is vanishing, you gotta tell them, stop it. Turn yourself back to the picture that I drew. Turn yourself back to the picture that I drew because damn it, I'll take you back. I just want the picture there because the picture feels good. The picture is your illusion. That's what you have, the picture. Because in our reality, you don't have the person because you cannot have a person. I'm telling you, you don't have a person, you have a picture. That's all you could ever have. Yes, guys do it too. It's not a gender thing. I'm sorry. This is not based on a gender. It's not just a woman thing. I'm just using a woman because I'm a man. Because so naturally I just use woman in that voice. But it's men and women. It's the picture that you paint. So that's why it's so hard to leave. So many people are like, well, right, Lacey? So many people are like, well, how do I leave? How do I let him go? I'm gonna say it by word. You don't let him go. You let the damn picture go. You let the mother effing picture go. You let the fucking picture go. Is that what you can't let go? It's not the person. It's the picture because you never had the person, and the person been showing you that he's gone or she is gone. They've been showing you that they don't care. They've been showing you that they don't want you. So you can't let them go because they're already gone. It's the picture you are holding on to. Get it in your mind. The picture. When you change the picture, you realize the truth. Come on now, somebody say amen. Facts, Johanna. Facts. You can't draw. I'm telling you, it's a picture. The picture is acting with you. So many of us now we have all these pictures in our minds about what we think, what we expect. That's where expectation comes from. That's where desire comes from. Thank you, warrior. That's where all these things come from, and that's why we can't leave. It's because I love him. It's not him that you love. That's not. See, you don't see. Listen. The reason why you can't leave is not because you love somebody. You ever heard somebody tell you a whole bunch of things about their partner? A whole bunch of things. Facts. No, Lacey, I'm not an Aquarius. You're making me sweat today. You ever heard somebody tell you a whole bunch of stuff about their partner, and you ask them this one question? Right, Miss Howard, you ask them this one question. Why are you still there? I don't know. I love him. I love her. But nah, I love her, man. Do you know it's not love that keeps you there? People think it's love that keeps you there. Why you can't leave? Because I just love him. I love him so much. And it's not love that keeps you there, man. It's the picture. I mean, I would say stupidity too, but it's the picture. Because it's not love. Love don't keep you anyway. It's fear. Fear keeps you there, not love. Fear keeps you there, not love. Fear of you maybe not having that chance again of love. Fear of you not getting someone else. Fear of all your time being wasted. Fear of a failed relationship. Anybody had a failed relationship? Has anybody have facts, Ruth? Has anybody ever had a fair relationship? For so men is the investment. I don't understand what that means. When I realize I paint the wrong picture, I tell them to go and they fight to stay. Oh no, I'll change. You know you won't. No one gonna follow straight up. That's funny. Let me tell you this. See, here's the thing about people. Your relationships ain't failed. There's no such thing as a failed relationship. Right? No such thing as a failed relationship. You can't have one even if you try. There's no failed relationship. It's just a relationship. And every relationship serves its purpose. Every single one serves its purpose. Every one. I have never had a relationship that didn't serve its purpose. Every relationship serves its purpose. Every one. There is no such thing as a failed relationship. You can't have a fail. It's like this, right? Again, let me use an old school one that I always use. If you take a deep breath, just because that breath comes to a place where you have to release it, where that breath is finished, is the breath not wanted? Was it not needed? Was it failed? Was it a failed breath because you have to release it? No, it's not. See, each breath, even at one point when you need it, you have to release it. If you hold on to it, you die. If you try to hold on to it, you cannot live. You go crazy. Your body shuts down. You begin dizzy. Next thing you know, you're passing out. You lose oxygen. Next thing you know, you can't get back up. No thing's going to... If you hold that breath in because you think that you need it so much, you will never breathe. Understand, every relationship serves its purpose. And we have to understand that. See, a lot of you are struggling right now. Thank you, Parley. A lot of you are struggling right now thinking that you have a failed relationship and you cannot have another one. Your relationships can fail. A matter of fact, relationships cannot end. Do you understand that? Relationships can't end. They can't. They only change. There is no ending to a relationship. Once somebody touched you, this feel, this chemistry, it sticks. That's like I say, well, I don't want my mother's DNA. Well, remove it. How? Exactly. You tell me, because you want it, remove it. You don't have failed relationship. What you have is a relationship that has changed from what it once was to something else. Yeah, Miss Howard, it changed from this to that. It changed from an intimate to this. Listen, it is not love that keeps you in one of those angry, unhealthy relationships. It's fear and low vibrations. Listen, let me teach you all about the connections that we have. Let me teach you about. A lot of us, hey Amanda, how you doing? A lot of us are choosing to be single. You're not choosing to be single. That's the result of your fear. Listen, let me put this a different way. Many of us are not choosing to be single. Many of us are allowing ourselves to be single because of fear. If it's fear, it's not a choice. Hey, Cosmo Coach, how you doing? What's up, Purpose? How we doing, brother? Long time no see, man. Good to see you. If so, don't call me like that. What's up, Lexi? Listen, if it's by fear, listen. Have you ever wanted to go somewhere, walk down the street, but a dog is there, and you don't like dogs, and you're afraid of the neighbor's dog because you know for a fact if you go out this way and you want to go, but if you go, it's gonna bite you. What do? You keep your ass inside. Are you choosing to stay inside? Is that a preference? It's not a preference. It's a result of your fear. Somebody say amen. Oh, that's different, Amanda. Hey Liz, how you doing? It's not. You're not choosing to be single. You are a result of your fear. Listen, the reason why we think that we are choosing to be single is because we are choosing the one that has less pain. It's just less pain. I keep holding on to my ex, and he just keep hurting me. You are right. I'm afraid. It's fair. My standards, but also because of that too. Your standards are. Listen, I promise you. I promise you, man. I promise you. What you want exists. What you want exists. Guard your heart at all costs. Do you know how you guard your heart though? You know how you guard your heart? You need time to heal from a relationship. So let me ask you a question. Why do you need to heal from a relationship? Was the relationship a danger zone? Why do you have to heal from a relationship for? Heal from what? From listen, real love does not exist anymore. Okay. Ebony, do you have real love? So your love is not real, Ebony? If I have 20 bucks in my pocket, I can tell you that 20 bucks is real because I have it. Listen, check this out. Let's be real. I don't have 20 bucks, but I have a quarter. If I have a quarter in my hand, I can tell you that the quarter is real. So if I have a quarter, how do I say it's not real? If you have real love, how do you say it's not real when you have real love? So that means your love ain't real. Understand this. Please, let's stop saying these things. If you say real love don't exist, then your love is that's not real because your love is the only love that you can experience. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. If you say real love is not real, then understand that your love is the only love that you need to experience. And if your love ain't real, then it's your love that's not real. Please don't assume that real love comes from the outside. It does not come from the outside. Real love comes from the inside and is sent. What this? Real love, real love comes from the inside and is pushed out to the outside. Let me tell you this. Thank you, sir. Let me tell you this. Check this out. People don't have the patience to build love. You don't build love. What's up, John Blake? Listen, you see, I can see how we get these things. You don't build love, you tap into love. Love is a frequency. You don't have to do love is a frequency. Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's be real. Can I just speak bluntly without being judged? Because I don't want nobody to think I'm disrespecting you. I'm trying to throw shades. Can I speak bluntly? I just want to speak very blunt without no. Okay, thank you. Here's the thing. I know myself so much, right? That I have done some work within myself over the past years. I have become an alchemist. I have looked at my life. I add joy, add happiness, peace, love. I add being childlike and humorous. I've added all those things on purpose, intentionally. This is intentional now. Humor, a little charm, a little fit. Add some spirituality in there. Put some mental, put some psychology. Whew. God damn. Hey, hey, Kitty, how you doing? Listen, when I taste my own frequency, that shit tastes delicious. See, when I experience myself, it's delicious. You hear me? And let me explain to you what I'm talking about. Not talking about the sexual way. I'm talking about when I experience. And you know how I experience myself? When I can sit still and I don't experience no tension. My body is relaxed. No thoughts come to me that's punishing me. My memories don't punish me. My own faculties don't mess with me. My own loneliness don't abuse me. My own thoughts don't disrespect me. My own mind don't go away from me. When I can sit still and experience this right here, that shit tastes good. And you know, listen, if I know it tastes good, it's ready to be given. And when I give it, when I give it to anybody, I ain't gonna think real love don't exist. Because I know for if you taste my shit, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going and I ain't bragging. If you taste my shit, you ain't going nowhere because you're gonna want to be under that frequency. You're gonna want to be under love exists, but you have to create that within yourself. It's not your love that I want, it's mine. Hey Tanya, it's not your love that I need, it's mine that I need. It is not your love that I experience, it's mine. It's not your love that I feel, it's mine. It's not your love that I experience. It's not your love that inspires me. Mine do. It's not your love that makes me feel good. Mine does. It's not your love that I need. I need mine. Listen, if you create in you, what, John Blake? Put what on a shirt? You don't understand. If you create in you that frequency and you tap into that frequency, Lord, you think I'm leaving you? I ain't going nowhere. Real love exists, but you could only know it exists when you become it. You have to become that. But many of us, what we doing? We are becoming the love. We making our own soup, our own alchemist, our own chemistry. We putting all this anger and fear and bitterness and conditions and thoughts and past and this and this. And when we taste it, it tastes like shit. Listen, I'm telling you, when we taste our own mix, it tastes foul. And that's why we are afraid. You know, do you know when you're giving somebody something that you know is cheap, like a gift on Christmas? Listen, have you ever been broke and you bought somebody a gift, but you know it was cheap? And when you give it to them, you're like, hey, listen, let me explain myself. You know, listen, listen, whew, you're not gonna, I mean, I understand if you don't like it because that's what we do. I don't give cheap gifts. This is why we think the real love don't exist because we're not giving it. Listen, it exists when we give it first. That's when it exists. It only exists when we give it. But if you just want to get it, it don't exist. Because if you don't get it, if you don't have it first, you will never experience it. You know, I was telling somebody last night. How the mind works, right? Healthy risings. Hey, Chandra, how are you doing? When you discipline hotel. Facts. I was telling somebody last night, right? If I tell you to go outside and look for a chip chop, if you don't know what a chip chop is, You will never recognize it on the outside of you. If you don't know what a chip chop is, you're gonna go outside and look for it and spend years looking for it. And you're gonna say, Kirk, I went outside, I spent 20 minutes, I don't see the chip chop. And I'm gonna be like, it's right there. You can't see it. See what? The chip chop, right? I don't see it, but you don't know what it is. So that means you can't recognize it. You see, you can only recognize what you are. You can only recognize what's inside of you. The reason why it's so hard is because we don't recognize love because we don't have it. So we don't know who is the one who gives it to us. Listen, when you have it, thank you. Amanda gave me this and a whole bunch of these ones. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, Amanda, these are yours. So one of my friends, Amanda, sent me a whole bunch of crystals. All this right here is from her. She sent them to me and this. So I put this right here. I appreciate you, Amanda. Let me call you out. Let me make you, let me call you out. She gave me all of this stuff right here, a whole bunch of crystals. I appreciate you. That was a very kind gesture. Thank you for those. My room feels light. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. We are here with Dollar Tree. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Can you remind me where was? Where was I? I totally forgot. Lord, I forgot. I just got excited because I saw her comment. Yes, Chip Chop. Thank you, Kitty. Yes. So check this out. You can only recognize what's on the inside. If you don't have it on the inside, you can look for it on the outside and you will never see what because so many of us cannot, we don't know what to look for. So now that's why we have so much fear. What's up, Jake? Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Kylie, how are you doing? Namaste. The reason why we are so scared is because we don't know what we're looking for. We don't know when we see it, if it's real. So we say things like, well, he love bombed me. Come on now. He love bombed me. He lied for years. He manipulated me. He loved it. I mean, he this, he did. If you have love within yourself, hey Veronica, how are you doing? If you have love, you can only recognize love. You recognize it. You're not going based on number one, fear won't be there. When I meet a woman, I'm not fearful. Number one, I'm not fearful because wherever it goes, the way it goes. I don't live my life on, oh my God, what if it ends? What if wherever it goes, it goes. And wherever it stops, it stops. See, if you live life that way, you're gonna end your suffering. See, you want to control how it goes, when it goes, how far it goes, when it get there, how much time this, and then this by this mark, this happens. You want to control the entire flow of life. You want to control the entire flow of what you can control, and therefore you punish yourself. This is another way how we suffer. Where it goes, how it goes. Listen, let things. There's a book again, the same book that I told you about earlier. The seven spiritual laws of success. One of those laws is the law of detachment. What does that mean? The law of detachment, not the law of attraction, not the law of self-worth, the law of attachment. What it says is this: state your intentions. Understand you focus, when you focus on something, it grows. Understand that the universe is infinite. Everything exists right now. Everything that you ever want exists right now in an abundance. See, if you have a mind with only ones or twos, or only one exists, you're living in scarcity, right? If you find a mango tree with only one mango, the mango tree is suffering. The mango tree is stressed. The mango in the season, if the mango tree only has one mango on it, that mango ain't no good. I ain't trust the mango. I don't want to eat it because the mango is not productive. It is not producing. So curse be onto that mango tree. Booyah, booyah, fire bun, right? So I don't want no mango tree or eat from a mango tree that has one mango. I don't trust it. I don't want it. I'm good. So if in your mind you have a scarce experience, only one It might only be 2 men left. It might only be 6 men left. You are creating that ridiculous crap in your reality. You will suffer. You will suffer. You suffer it every day. Listen. Listen. We have to stop, man. The name of the book is The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. So the law of attachment, the law of detachment, the seven, this I think it's a seven spiritual law. It says to state your intentions, understand it, know that there's an infinite amount, state your intentions, plant your seed, and let the universe do what it feels like. Let God grow it how He grows it. His time, her time, whatever God is. Let the universe so detach from the idea that you know what, how, this way, this day, that it should happen. It's not your place. It's not your place because you don't understand it. See, imagine you was a child. Imagine in your mother's womb. Imagine if you're in your mom's womb, you was conscious or aware. And when you woke up in your mom's womb, you didn't have any mouth. And you didn't have any ear yet. And your arms wasn't grown. And you became aware. And you opened your eyes and you saw there was no arm there. And no nose. You know what you'll do? Hey, Risa, how are you doing? You know what you will do? You probably will not ever grow it because now your fear, your anxiety, all that stuff will tap in and you will stop the growth. You will stop the process based on how you perceive, how you think, how you feel. You will stop the process. So praise God that God made you unconscious in your mother's womb. Because your mind is effing with you every day. Your feelings are effing with you and it's keeping you from producing. Because when you tell your mind, I don't have, I don't want, I'm mad, I'm angry, you are not productive. So this is why we cannot get the man or woman that we want because we are not that energy. Our love tastes like shit. We put in a whole bunch of things, pain, proven points, 6 figures, expectations, stimulate my mind, anger, fear from last year, the last relationships, and we put that together, mix it around, and we taste it. And when we by ourselves, we feel lonely, we anxious, insecurity, anxiety. You know what it means? That means your love tastes like shit. No offense. That means your love tastes like crap. No offense. It means your energy sucks. No offense. Why would you take that? Taste it. You know it tastes like foul crap. And you want to give it to someone else and say, love me. Here you go. No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Self-love is the ability. Self-love is the ability to create in you. Release your anger. Understand that things happen. Things that you don't understand. Things that you don't know the bigger picture towards. See, I'm preaching Christ, but I'm not preaching Christ. I'm preaching repentance, but I'm not. I'm preaching the Bible scripture, but I'm not. Hey, Ro, how are we doing? I'm preaching Jesus, but I'm not. I'm preaching Christianity. First, you must release that anger. Understand things happen. And forgive them, for they do not know what they have done. See, they know what they have done within themselves, but they don't know what they have done within you. And you are holding a grudge. You are holding a grudge towards someone who didn't even know sometimes what they are doing because they're not doing it to you. They're doing it to themselves, but you are experiencing it because you are emotionally tied to them. So forgive them because they don't know what they have done. Release that. When you release the anger, your love increases just a little more. Thank you, Mildred. Your love increases just a little more. When you understand the forgiveness part, your resentment removes itself. Your love increases. Your love increases. Then your judgment will cease because now you're not judging them anymore because you understand. So with understanding removes anger, judgment, it removes resentment. What else? See, with understanding, above all, seek. Listen, you have to understand. Good, party. You have to have understanding. You see the reason why you can't love is because you have that big ass ego. You think everything is about you, right? Everything is about me. The whole universe is because of me. Whatever happened is because of me. It's because you don't love me. It's because I'm not good enough. You have a big ass ego. With time, Nikki, there's no such thing as with time. You know, the Bible always tell you now is the time. We don't have time, Nikki. We don't have time. This is an illusion. We don't have time. It says now. You know how you know how many times the Bible speaks about now? We don't have time to think that it starts with time. A matter of fact, time don't exist. But what exists is this moment. Check this out. Check this out. Imagine you are being told. Seriously, all joke aside. Imagine you being told that you have 2 weeks. Thank you so much, Veronica. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Imagine you are being told that you have 2 weeks. Just two. Get your life in order. Nikki, can I ask you a question? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not picking on you, okay? I promise you I'm not picking on you. I'm just seeing your comment. Please, I'm not picking on you. I understand. Listen, I get it. I get it. Check this out. Imagine an alcoholic goes to the doctor. And the doctor says, listen, you got one more drink. You got one more drink. One more. And with this one, if you take one more drink, your heart is going to stop because your body cannot any longer fight it. Your kidneys are messed up, your liver, you have nothing left. If you take one more drink, you're not going to make it. I promise you. When you leave the doctor's office, you don't need time. I guarantee you. When you go to the doctor, when you leave the office, I promise you, there will be no more craving. There will be no more craving for alcohol. There will be no desire for it. You will not miss it because the why is very important. The why will outdo the how because time does not exist. Tomorrow is not real because even in tomorrow is a now. Now that you have heard my voice, harden not your heart. No, I don't mean to sound, I don't mean to sound like a preacher because I'm not a preacher. But I understand what this means. I get this. I get this. I get this. I'm sorry to hear that, Shine. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm telling you, time, we don't have it. And one thing that you want to do, you want to go out of here freely. You want to go out of here knowing that you ain't missed nothing. Can you imagine, man? Whew. Listen, man. If you can just sit still, if you can sit still and realize that this moment is all you have nothing else. You have nothing else. And you sit still and you understand all you have is the breath. All you have is a breath. You have illusions of having things and people, but you have the breath. You think that you have relationships and people. Listen, I always say the same thing. I always say the same thing. We don't have time. We have now. We only have now. If you live in each moment and stay in this moment without trying to escape every single day, right? Because the truth is, I love that book, Veronica. The truth is, many of us are trying to escape this moment. Every day we're trying to escape this moment. Every day we're trying to escape this moment by going into the past, traveling to the future, going back to the past, going back to the future. And every time we travel, we're tired, we're drained, we're coming back sick, we're coming back with attachment issues. Every time we leave this moment, we come back with attachments. Every time we leave these moments. Thank you, Shanola. Seriously, we cannot stay present, so we're trying to escape. When you escape the present, you cannot be healed. When you stay in the present and you stick to the present, is when healing happens, is when forgiveness happens, is when peace happens. See, we are trying to find peace in the past. It doesn't live there anymore. We're trying to find peace in tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow will never come. Peace will never come. We have to take this moment and remember, it's all we have. We can't count on tomorrow. And yesterday never happened. Our problem is that we are fighting against our own thoughts. Yeah. We're fighting against our own thoughts. Someone said, what about soul ties? I said this. Let's stop believing things. Let's stop having all these beliefs. Because all these beliefs don't help us. Soul ties, soulmates, twin flames. We have all these things going on in our minds. And it makes us more compromised. It makes us more confused. It makes us more have excuses to do and say stupid things and to continue stupid behaviors because we think we have diagnosed ourselves with something. I'm an empath. I'm not saying that you are stupid. I'm saying let's cut the stupid labels out. Look at life itself. Life is talking to you. Look at life. Life is telling you something. Be disciplined. In all you do, be disciplined. Be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, I don't care what you have, what skills you have, what you think, what you feel. If you are not disciplined, you will always fall for the BS. You will look for something to just satisfy your cravings. You will keep looking for things that satisfy your emotions and your feelings. You will keep finding things until just make sure you're doing the right thing. Let's stop believing in things and look at life. So if you believe you're an empath, you know what you're going to do? You're going to start to look at what the empath is. You're going to do some research about the empath. And when you see the research, you're going to see what people are saying about it. And then when you see what they're saying about it, you're going to read into it and you're going to see yourself. And then you're going to start to define yourself. And then bam, next thing you know, I'm an empath. So now you begin to do what the book said that you should do as an empath. I remember I'm a vegan. What's up, Rich? I'm a vegan. Vegans don't eat cheese. They don't eat this. They don't eat nothing. They don't eat milk. I'm struggling. Oh God, I'm killing myself. I'm hurting. I'm suffering. But they said vegans don't do this, and they don't do that. And don't eat honey. And they don't eat. They don't eat honey. You don't eat honey, so you don't put honey in your tea. Oh Lord! So let me suffer that too. And I want this. And when I do eat honey, I feel guilty. I feel guilty. And when I feel guilty, oh my God, that sparks up a whole nother experience in you. We are allowing titles to define us. That's what we are doing. These titles are whooping our ass. Listen, stop. Yeah, stop. Stop believing in things. It's not worth it. You have all the truth is we have enough information. We don't need no more information. What we need is practice. We don't need no more information. We need to practice and use the one that we have. That's all we need, for Jesus' sakes. If you can practice with the information, if you have the Bible and you only know the Bible, Practice what it says. If you practice what it says, I promise you, what I become from other books, what you become from other books, I promise you, they say the same thing, and you will become an uprighteous and righteous, empowered being. You will be because you have the information. Listen, I'm not a Christian. Am I against Christianity? No way. It has its place in this world. Am I against Muslim? No. Am I against Buddha? I have no beliefs. I don't do beliefs. But I understand that everybody wants someone to believe in. I get it. I feel you. I don't blame you. Do it. But if you do it, if you're going to do it, do it. Go all in. Experience it. Touch it. Taste it. Die for it. But practice it. You have to practice what you already have. We don't practice nothing at all. We don't practice nothing. We try something, it's hard, and we stop. Of course it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. It's a different program. It's a whole different programming. It is supposed to be hard because your current program is gonna try to kick it out. Try to worship us, right? I'm telling you. Information, because we're learning all this information and we have all this information. Yeah, Diamond, we have all. We're trying to study this and numbers and numerology and tarot cards and this and that. And you're going here, you're going there, you're going this book, this book. Somebody said this. Everybody on social media have the spirituality. You gotta dress like this now. You look like this. You have this look. You have that look. You're doing this now. You gotta. It ain't all of that. Just relax. But listen, let's go back. Hey, Yvonne, how you doing? Hey, thank you, Nana. Let's go back. This life that we live, you are completely responsible for it. You. You are responsible for it. You can't blame your ex for nothing. Yeah. You can't blame your ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend for your emotions. It's your emotions. If you don't like your emotions, change it. Because if you don't change it, you're going to keep getting the equivalence of it. See, many of you still blaming your narcissistic boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know. Ain't been there for 5 years and you're still blaming them. Do you know how crazy that is? I have been hurt so bad in my past relationship, and it's hard for me to date again. Listen, like I said the last time, part of our biggest issue is that we think that we should be hurt because somebody is doing what they want to do. You know, we are not allowed to practice on people no more. They don't stay. I don't know what does that mean. Hey, Tim and Miranda, how are you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you. Part of why we suffer so much is because we think everything is about you. We think everything's about us. We get mad for people to do what they want to do. Listen, relationships, they don't end, but they don't stay the same either. No relationship stays the same. They're not supposed to. And when you understand this, you learn to move with it. No relationship, the relationship with your child when he was 2 years old is not the same when he was five. And it's not going to be the same when he turns 18, when he turns 40. It's different. It always changes. How do we find the balance? The balance in what? Hey, Queen Leo, how you doing? How do we find the balance in what, though? The balance in what? Stepdad for 7 years, and she blamed me for my stepdad having a heart. Wow. Whew. I mean, sometimes we're gonna blame somebody, but that's how people suffer. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, he's still okay. He's still alive. Well, hey. But you know what though? To be honest, people have the right to blame you, and you have the right to ignore it. You know what I mean? Hey, Miller girls, how we doing? People have the right to blame you. People have the right to talk about you. And I know it sounds bad. It sounds like it's very stupid. People have the right to do what they want to do. It's their expression of life. But you remember, you have to own your expression of life. People have the right to leave you. They have the right to divorce you. They have the right to cheat. They have the right to do everything. It's their life. However, I'm not saying just because they have the right is right what they are doing. I'm saying they have the right. This is their life. They are free to do as they want to do. Everybody should be free to do as they want to do, and you should be free to see them for who they are. That is your right. See what I'm saying? But how do you find balance in self? You find balance in self by accepting what you are. You find balance in self by letting things be. You find balance by realizing whatever comes, I let it come. And whatever go, I let it go. You find balance when you stop resisting what life is giving you. You find balance when you stop resisting. This will give you the biggest amount of balance. See, many of us, we can't find balance because we have too much attachments. See, when you practice letting things be as they are, you detach more and you attach less. And when you begin to let that energy flow, balance will come. We can't find balance because we hold on to this side and we can't let it go. So therefore, one side is pushing us, one side is pulling us. We can't be free. When you let things be as they are, balance is natural. Broke it off with my ex-narcissist during the holidays. Yep, I more than strongly dislike him. Listen, one thing I realized, right? Blaming equals suffering. Yeah, kiddo, when I was when I was foolish, I blame others for my life, or for my life, how my life was. And then I became wise and I blame myself. And then I became conscious and I blame no one. And when you blame no one, you just realize things happen. You realize people do what they want to do. People do what they do. And how I don't know why they do it. I wasn't in their life. I don't know what sparks them. I don't know what drives them. Blaming them is pointless. Seeing them is better. Be wilder. Seriously, blaming people is pointless. What does it do? Yeah, well, it's your fault. Okay, it's his fault. No, what now? Then no, what? What's next? Because you could say it's his fault all day, but the healing needs to happen. So instead of blaming, skip that step and understand things happen. It's not about you. Sometimes it's not even about, sometimes it ain't got shit to do with you, but you gotta take the suffering on because as a human being, you love to suffer. You enjoy suffering. You are trying to be accountable for your role. I feel you though. I feel you. Be accountable for your role. I don't know how to deal with grief. My mom died a few weeks now. Can I? I'm sorry to hear that, Diamond. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. Let me ask you a question, Diamond. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? It's protection I felt coming from my own blood. But like you say, there's nothing to do but accept it. Yeah. People have the right to feel how they feel. And we can't change it. But we have the right to, like you said, black. Your favorite color is black. Do you like green? Are you being drawn to green? What about sacrificing equal blame? I don't understand what that means. Hey Aicha, how you doing? Long time no see. You are going towards green now. Is green one of your favorite colors? Does green vibrate very loud, or do you are you attracted to green? Do you like green clothes now? You see in the green grass, and when you see green, do you feel beauty? Do you see how beautiful it looks like? And has that been happening for a few weeks now? If that's the case, understand that your heart is beginning to close or get off balance. If you starting to see green and green is vibrating, it means energy begins to be stagnant. Okay, energy is beginning to be stagnant because when you're dealing with grief, the loss of a loved one, a broken relationship, as you say, a failed relationships, sunshine greens. You see what I'm saying? So when you start to see those things, understand that please know, please know that your energy is not going to your heart anymore. You like black moon. That's okay. How do you deal with grief? By understanding that the order of life. See, again, understanding is what brings love and keeps love there. Love by itself is hard to maintain. Understanding will have you maintain love. The order of life should be the parents go first and then the kids go second. If you go before your parents, they won't be able to survive because they will hurt. Their parents are supposed to go first. The blessing is, I hope your parents go before you do. Please understand, it's a very beautiful blessing. It's a very beautiful gift. Let my parents go before I do because my parents couldn't handle if I go first. Okay, that's the way how it's supposed to be. Number two, your parents, you have to understand that they have lived their greatest life. They have had the opportunity to experience life. Number three, I want you to imagine the last thought of your mother looking at you as she transitioned. I want you to imagine the fear that she sees in your heart, the anger. Hey, sister girl, how you doing, Melanie? The anger, the fear, the insecurities, the anxiety, the resentment of her going. Imagine if that's the last thing she left or she saw before she passed. That is not fair, is it? That is not fair to them to transition with. They want to know that they did their part. Hey, Renitra, they want to know that they did their part. They did their part. They raised you. Hey, Georgia, they did the best that they can, and now they are able to go. Let them go in peace. Because imagine now, life never stops. Just because the transition doesn't mean life stop. Life, there is no such thing as death. Somebody is teaching us about death. You see somebody, a body go to a grave, and you imagine they are no more. It's not true. Death does not exist, only life. Life continues. A matter of fact, when a life comes here, one life end there. Every life that comes here, one must end somewhere else. There's always a transition. So I need you to understand this. Imagine if life continues and you seeing your mom looking at you right now, miserable. You can't move on. You're sad. You're anxious. You're pissed off. Imagine. Do you think she wants you? Imagine when you transition. Do you want your children to be suffering, angry? What's up, Alan? Pissed off, miserable. I can't live. I can't move on. When you're looking on them, how would you, how would you want them to be? Thank you, Georgia. Thank you. Seriously, how would you want them to be happy, to celebrate life because you know how short life is. So now you must do that to your mom because you don't understand what she is dealing with right now. Life do not stop. Give her the respect. Give her the respect. Be happy. Be joyful. Be free. Understand that you ain't got nothing to do with this. Understand that life worked out for you and your mother because she left first. It's supposed to be that way. We don't know how much time we got. Nobody knows how much time we got. So be happy. I hope and I pray that I go before my kids. I pray. And when I go, they know for a fact I have fought a great fight. Listen, listen. I have fought the great fight. What's the rest of the verse say? What's the rest of the verse say? You all know the verse? What Paul said? I have finished the race. It is done. My children know that I lived here. Diamond, you don't listen. You know, the thing about missing your parents is this. I don't miss people. I have finished my course. Yes, I finished the course. Thank you, Kim. I don't miss people because to miss somebody is to have the spirit being removed. You don't miss people because they never leave you. You just feel based on your emotion, you think that they are gone. They're not gone. Energy cannot leave. Energy is here. And the blood that you have, the cells that you have, the energy that you have, she ain't going nowhere. Not even if she wanted to. So I'm sorry to say, Your mom body has left, but she ain't going. She can't. You carry her within you. Your whole cells, your blood is her. That's who you are. You are one. You was always one. It is her. You are her. So when you miss your mother, what you want to do, you want to speak to her. Speak. Talk to her. Be honest. Facts, Georgia. Be honest. Talk. Because when you talk to her, she's there. She hears. She understands. She feels. The vibrational frequency change between you and her physically. So you can't see her as you did before. That person ain't going nowhere. Yes, Alyssa, thank you. I have finished the course. If there was a place she loved to go that was by the water, preferably go there and sing her a song that best describes the thing you wish you would have said. The water holds memory. Listen, listen. Let me piggyback off of that right there. Right there, Tim and Miranda. Let me piggyback off of that. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Let's just go a little bit deeper than that. Because that's deep right there. I love it. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn Lee. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I feel that all the time when seeing my boy. Yes, I'm telling you, that people don't leave us. People don't leave. Thank you, Ruth. She said, I have fought the good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Hallelujah. Ain't that deep? Man, listen. Listen, you have to live the life that your children are looking at. And when they know that you have gone, they ain't got to cry because it wasn't your time. They knew that you was ready. I listen. I love. I have to put that on a shirt. Second Timothy 4:7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. I thank you for quoting that scripture. Man, goes by. I don't speak to him. He was. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Mandy. I'm so sorry to hear that. Good evening, Milling. How you doing? What was I saying before that? I thought that verse went in my head and it's stuck right there. I can't even. I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? Where was I? Lord have mercy. I totally forgot. Hello, Rachel. How you doing? Yeah. What was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. Yes. If there was a place she could love the water. Thank you. Thank you. Water. Let's talk about water for a second. Thank you, Cam. Let's talk about water. Let me tell you the importance about water. Hey, Shine. Let me explain to you about water. When I do my energy transfer, hey Patty, when I do my energy transfer, Patty, hi. My best place when I do transfer of energy is in the shower. Let me explain to you. Water connects connects every one of us. Water is a connector. Well, it connects the entire earth. It is what we are. And so when I do my energy transfer, if I want to send somebody something, I go to the shower. You see how you say go to the altar? I go to the shower. And when I'm in the shower, what I do, I don't carry nothing in there. Yeah, Jake, for real. I don't carry nothing in there. I carry a free mind. I carry no worries, no stress. I go in that water and I respect it. And when I go in that water, I inhale, I exhale. It don't take me long. I don't have to do all this 5 minutes of breathing exercises. I inhale, exhale, and as I exhale, I drop my shoulders. As I drop my shoulders, I imagine everything off of me is lifted off. I drop my shoulders, my lower is dropped, whatever I carry is gone. My whole body begin to breathe. My whole body begin to breathe. My pores open up. Energy begin to flow naturally because I have no thoughts, I have no feelings, I have no emotions. I'm just there existing. And in that moment, what I do now is how I connect to every single thing. If I send somebody energy, I relax my body. I look at the person in their eyes. I look past their eyes. I hold my focus because wherever my focus go, my energy flows, right? Wherever my focus go, My energy flows. If my energy is flowing there, their water is experienced. Their water begins to shake. Their water begins to vibrate. Understand? We are all water. If energy is flowing to them, their water becomes to shake. Their water begins to steam up a little bit. The water becomes to steam inside of them. Who they are is water. So I focus on that person. Focus. I breathe. My body is relaxed. I focus. I set my intention. Let me send a happy feeling. But first, before I send a happy feeling, I must become happy. So I change my vibration to happy. I have a feeling in my mind, a thought, and a picture that I create. When I have the feeling, even in my face just changed. I don't know if you all just saw it. When I have the vibration, I focus on them again. I exhale. As I exhale, I remove my spirit and it travels. I focus. I relax. I hold the focus on the intention and the feeling. I see their eyes and I know it's going towards them. Listen, when you are in the water, when you are in the water, this is real. This is you smiling, Cam. This is how you connect to everything. Listen, some of you are feeling lonely. Which t-shirt determined? Which t-shirt? Some of you are feeling lonely. How you feel lonely when you can connect? Some of you are feeling all these things. Listen, we don't waste time feeling those things. Facts, Twanda. Facts. That is true. Waterfalls. There is laid up a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteousness judge, shall give up me a day. Oh, toxic energy. You could go to my website. My website is conscious reality that store. Conscious with a K. I think the link is in my bio. Conscious reality with a K. Listen, I'm telling you all. We have to take responsibility for our own energy. You can't blame nobody. You can't blame your mother, your father, your siblings, your ex. You can blame them, but it doesn't work. It doesn't help you. You have to release them. If you want to release somebody from your life, or from your experience, or from your energy, or as you call it, a soul tie, if you want to release somebody, you have to look at your emotions that you're holding on to with them. And what's your emotions? Because if you have love, you don't have to release them. But if you have anger, misery, sadness, jealousy, bitterness, if you have those things, you can't release them because those things is what keeps you to them. Those things come connects you with them. Those damn lower vibrations. Do you all understand? Yeah, Georgia. Do you all understand that there is two type of connections? There is a low frequency connection and a high frequency connection. And do you know what the low frequency feels like? The same as the high frequency. You won't even be able to tell. You're gonna feel this strong connection. You're gonna feel this strong connection, and you're gonna think, "Oh, this is we vibe together so good. We vibe, but you can't get along. You can't communicate. You're always angry. You're always jealous. They bring out all those emotions. Understand it's a very low vibration connection. It feels, if you don't know what a high frequency connection is, you don't know that it's not a high frequency connection because it feels like chemistry. It feels like pure chemistry. It feels like pure chemistry. That chemistry is strong because a lot of chemistry can be created by anger, trauma, and all those connections. Understand, many of us are building trauma bond with each other and we think is chemistry. Yeah, I'm black butterfly. I'm telling you, many of us are literally building trauma with someone and feel like it's chemistry because they feel the same. They could. I've been through this. You ever heard somebody said, you know what, me and him, I and him, or me and her, we've been through the same rough life. We suffer the same way. Exactly, Jake. Chemistry makes some things explode. We've been through, he was an orphan, I was an orphan, and he had no family, I had no family. But when you come together, you are miserable. Why? Because you bond with low vibrations. Low vibrations, understand? Low vibration will bring you anger. And this is how you know which connection you have. When you have anger, all the time. Every time we come together, bam, the collision, misery, insecurities, confusion. You bitter, you have resentment. That's a low vibrational connection. Those things, and then you can't leave because then here comes the codependency because those emotions will bring codependency. Matter of fact, you can't leave because they can spark up all your emotions. Some people can spark up every single one of your emotions. True or false? Same to you, Roxy. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful evening too. Technology. I'm currently battling whether to permanently walk away from a three relationship or work through our differences. I hear you, Sheena. I hear you. I hear you. What's up, Mima? How we doing, man? How we doing, brother? Trauma bond. Trauma bond is something else. Wait, what question did I ask? I totally forgot what question I asked. What did I ask again? What is true, Miss Howard? I totally forgot. Y'all know I forget things very quickly because I don't hold things in my mind. What's going on, me, my brother? Long time no see, man. It's good to see you. You been in my Spark? Yes, Spark. Thank you, highly favorite. Some people could spark. They can create you. They can spark your jealousy. You never been jealous in years. It comes to jealousy, right? They can spark your anger. But bam, you're angry. They're the only one that can make me angry. You ever said it? Have you ever said it before? He's the only one that can make me angry. I don't know why I'm so jealous. I'm never jealous. He's the only one who can get me jealous. I must love him. ain't that what you have to say? Ain't that what you have to You are laughing because y'all know it's true. Hey Blue, hey Blue, how we doing? Listen, I'm telling you. He's the only one who can make me angry. I must love him. Every time he's not here, I just miss him. But when he comes, I get struck. He get on my nerve. He get on my last nerve. You have one nerve left. Out of millions of nerve, you have one left. And you keep letting somebody step on it. That's why you lost the 2 million that you had. You keep letting people he didn't step on my last nerve, but I love him. You make somebody step on your last nerve. That's why you lost all your other nerves because everybody step on all you. You telling me? You telling me you only have one nerve left? And you just keeping it dragging on the floor. You can't just pick it up. I mean, you can't put it in your pocket, put it in your purse. He got my last nerve because that stuff right there. I'm telling you, listen. You all gotta be careful with his last nerve. Is that what women sound like in your head? You don't think it's funny, V Jones? If you don't think it's funny, I'm sorry. That last nerve be crying. V Jones, that's what women feel so like in my head. No, that's not what women feel. That's just me being a little human, man. I'm not really listen. I'm not always serious, right? I'm not always. I talk about the nonsense too. I do think I'm blessed with the gift of gab, so I can talk nonsense. I could talk. I could talk anything. I can talk a lot of things. I can talk so many things, but I gotta be respectful because I am respectable. But I could talk so many things on. I don't think people don't like. Sometimes I can talk things and people don't like it. So you don't be saying that. It's hilarious. Laughter is good for the soul, man. Facts. Is it such a thing as peace? Is it such a thing as peace? That depends. Does it exist for you? Thank you, Miss Howard. If it exists for you, then it's a thing. What's up, JJ? How we doing, man? Seriously, if it exists for you, then it exists. If it doesn't exist for you, then it doesn't exist. But is such a thing as peace? Peace is acceptance. All thank you, JJ. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. All peace is acceptance. Again, whatever comes, it comes, and whatever goes, it goes. You're just here. You're not taking it personal. Whatever happens, happens. It's not about you. It's about this whole creation. It's about this whole world. It's about this universe doing it. The universe is completely alive. You are just one of the things that keep it alive. Remember, you are the universe, but you are in the universe at the same time. You are and you are in it at the same time. You operate one and the other, and it operates in you the same as you in it. It's a confusing thing. But understand, the universe is expanding. I mean, it's evolving with or without you. Hey, cat, how you doing? It's there, it's doing it, and is it that you go with it or you don't? If you don't go with it, you suffer. If you go with it, peace happens. If you allow things to happen because you can't stop it, it is what it is. Exactly, Brenda. Life is not as complicated as we are. So, is peace a thing? It is. But if you have resistance at all times, then it's not a thing for you. See what I'm saying? Because we always fight in every damn thing. You know, you're hungry, you fight it. You full, and your stomach hurts, you fight it. You pee, oh my god, I gotta pee. You struggle. You pee next, oh my god, my bladder. You got a baby, oh my god, he's so annoying. You ain't got a baby, oh man, I need a child. You single, oh, I'm single. You get married, oh, I hate this man. He got on my last nerve. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh, I can't do it no more. You have a job, oh, I'm so tired. You ain't got no job, oh, I need money. You know, listen, when I tell you that people love to suffer, facts to Miranda, people love to suffer. You suffer everything. You got money, you suffer. You're broke, you suffer. I ain't got no money. Then you get money. Oh my God. I don't trust people. They just want all my money. I don't let my friends go. Oh my Lord. You are addicted to suffering. That's why we always find suffering. Everywhere we go, we find it. You're broke, you ain't got no friends. You get money, you have to lose all your friends because they want your money. Then your family gets in your listen. If you accept what is and you stop taking things personal, you will see peace. You won't be bad. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Listen, you're gonna walk through some things. I already told you that you're gonna walk through it. What are you surprised for? You still take it personal? If I'm telling you, listen. So check this out. If I tell you, listen, when you go on this course, you're gonna go on this obstacle course. You have to go through that, this and that to get to the end. Okay, I'm ready. When I hit the obstacles, what am I mad for? I already expected. I knew it was gonna be there. Why am I still mad? Why are you still taking it personal? It's not about you. It's the course got to be ran. You have to experience the damn course. Some of you take this life too serious. And it ends the same for everybody. Whether you fit or fat, it ends the same. Well, it might end different, but it ends. Whether you tall or short, single or married, it ends the same. Stop taking it so personal. Understand the trees lose all their damn leaves every damn year. And you hear the trees crying, talking about, what if, what if you go outside, right, in the fall, and the trees start to cry? Listen, all my leaves are gone. You know what I mean? Yet the trees lose all their leaves. All their stuff just start dropping off. Beautiful too. They'd be orange and pink and yellow. Can you imagine have that beautiful hair and it just falling out? Oh. imagine, 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 imagine you spend spend all. I need to go to bed, man, because you all got me laughing here, and I need to stop because you all ain't gonna get me up all night. Imagine, man, seriously, imagine you spend all year. Hey, soul, how you doing? You spend all year growing your hair, and then every year at this day it start coming out. Your pretty hair. Oh God. So imagine the trees lose all their leaves every single year and it grows back. Because naturally the excuse me, it happens. I'm kind of laughing. It happens, right? Let it happen. Let it happen. It has to happen. If you want is it, it has to happen. So when it happens, let it happen. Because it comes to a point where it stops happening. And you enjoy when it stops. And you enjoy when it's good. And you enjoy when it's not so good. And you enjoy because life moves in waves. So what am I on tonight? I'm telling you. But when you understand life happens with or without your permission, you find peace. Because you look at it, hey, so happened to him. Seriously, it happens. It's a beautiful experience, but you have to experience it all. Imagine if you only experience life one way, you'd be dull. Experience the fullness of it. That's why when you leave this land, this beautiful three-dimensional physical land full of honey and bees, when you go to the next, you're like, oh, some of you all have this beautiful body, you don't want to use it, you want to save it. You save it for the grave and for the ants. Because if you don't share it to people, the ants are gonna eat it. And the bugs, you rather the bugs eat it. I don't want to be with nobody because people are dirty. When you go down in the grave, they're gonna eat you up. And it's not your choice. It's gonna be the bugs, the cockroaches. You're gonna be eaten by a cockroach. Cockroaches eating on you, you can't do nothing. You're looking from up top, talking about, oh, look at the cockroach. That one fat too. That cockroach is fat. You thought, I want to save myself. Saving yourself for what? We have to be okay. Listen, let things be. Stop suffering. Stop suffering so much. We're doing too much. Imagine a big ass cockroach and a rat just biting you. A rat too. A rat. You ever seen a rat? That thing's like this big. I saw a rat one time. He was 6 foot. You know that cockroach, George? Man, I'm telling you, man. This rat was 6 foot tall, big too. Looking at me like I'm in his way. Listen, they're gonna be eating you. Live this life. Eat the foods that you want to eat. Just eat it in moderation. Don't be mad at yourself for falling on your face. Fall and fall again. And every time you fall, get your ass back up and stop crying. What you crying for? They're still saving themselves. Listen, I'm telling you, you eat the food. Try it. That's what you're here for. You have the mouth, you have the stomach to eat it. Drink it, taste it, experience it. Do it. Go there. Go here. Experience it. That's why you're here. When you go to a amusement park, when you go to an amusement park, you just can't go there talking about I'm scared of that ride, that ride. I'm gonna just stay on the ground. I'm not gonna walk. I'm not gonna ride nothing. Like why you go? Why you go? Sit your ass at home or stay in the car. Because you're gonna man, your kids are gonna be messed up. Why you sit your ass outside the park? Because you're wasting you in somebody's way. I'm gonna just sit. I'm gonna just stay right here. I'm gonna just stay. I'm not gonna ride nothing. I'm gonna just stay right down here. What? Stay home. I'm you come here to experience it. Experience, experience the relationships. I'm telling you, experience the relationship. What you are afraid. But what if I get hurt? Why would you get hurt? What saves me is this. I don't look at myself getting hurt. Because if you look for hurt, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna find it. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Because wherever you put your mind is where it goes. The mind is very strong. We're always looking for hurt. We just keep looking for, what if I get hurt? Well, what if you don't? What if you allow things to be as they are? Why are you hurt? Because your expectation didn't go as you wanted? Because your desires are so strong? Because you want what you want and only what you want, and if you don't get it, you suffer? Because you think it lasts forever? It's supposed to last forever? Ruth, where are you from? Good night, Lynn. Have a beautiful night. Catastrophizing, dramatics, pessimistic. Listen, I'm telling you. Hey, Cara, we just gotta relax. Like, experience it all. But don't take it too personal. It's just life. Don't take it too personal. And when you see something bring you pain, okay, now you know what that brings. Do something else. But don't just stick your hand on the fire and say, well, let me see if it hurts. It hurt the last time, but let me try again. It's gonna hurt again. Y'all, we gotta relax. The reason why we can't enjoy life is because we are so afraid of it. We are so afraid of hurt. We are afraid of pain. We are afraid to suffer. And the more you're afraid of suffering, is the more you suffer. Because the fear of suffering brings suffering. The fear of pain only brings pain. Listen, fear brings exactly what it is. It brings it because it's a very strong energy. It is connected to it. The fear connects to what you are afraid of, and it brings it to your reality. We have to stop living like that. If you want something, do it. Focus on what you do want, set your intentions there, visualize it, and just experience it. But you can't be afraid of pain because pain is inevitable. It is. That's like to be afraid of the ground that you walk on. It's there. You can't avoid it. And a person who's afraid of pain cannot walk straight. A person who's afraid of pain cannot walk straight. Hey, Goddess Tiffany. A person who's afraid of pain and failure will never live happily because you take those short little steps. Because what if you take a big step and you trip? So you spend your entire life taking short steps. You spend your entire life with them short little steps. You can't enjoy. You looking down, you're looking for the neck. You can't enjoy life. Your life is miserable. A person who's not afraid of pain live fully, freely, tiptoeing, right? You gotta, pain is there. Pain is gonna come. I'm learning to be alone and to find myself being here almost. It's learning experience for me. But to find yourself, you don't have to find yourself because you're right there. What is just what you find is what you don't like. You have found yourself. You found yourself. You right there. See that anger, that fear, that insecurity, that's you. That's all you. You found it. You have found yourself. You just don't like what you have found. Have you ever found something and you didn't like it when you found it? Well, that's us. That's us. When we say that I've lost myself, you haven't lost yourself because you're right there. Go ahead, touch yourself. You touch it. It's right there. But when you find it, you have neglected yourself for so long. You have put others' needs above your own. You have stopped the love process. You have stopped the truth, I mean the peace process, and you allow things to be in a way that you didn't like. Thank you, butterfly. Seriously. And now you say, I've lost myself. No, you're right there. This is you. This is what you have become. This is what you always was, probably. But now that you know what you are, now that you accepted what you are, now you can start the change. Now you can start the being aware. Now you can do your chemistry. Why do I feel like I need love or abandon or abandon? How do I heal myself? How do I change? Many of us don't need healing. Listen, if you practice anger, you're going to realize that you're going to be angry. And you're going to be angry again. And you're going to be angry. And angry. And angry again. And angry again. And angry because it's what you practice. But just because you're angry again doesn't mean that you need healing. It's energy. Anger is energy. Remember, every emotion is energy. Every emotion is energy. Let me say that again. Every emotion is energy. Are you from the Caribbean? Okay. Which one? I'm saying Vincent. Every emotion is energy. So the more is what you use to fuel yourself. You fuel yourself with anger. It doesn't mean that you need healing. If you want a different experience, change your emotions. So if you feel abandoned, change is an emotion that you feel. Change your emotions. Feel that again. And feel it again. And it doesn't mean that you are sick. It means that you need a new experience of an emotion. Listen, people tell you that you are sick so that you can buy something from them, medication, drugs, or some crap. You are not sick. You are just experiencing the same emotion over and over and over again. If you are experiencing the same emotion over and over and over again, what you can do, you can practice a new one over and over and over again. And when you start practicing that emotion, you start attract because the emotion is the feeling which attracts your life towards you. So if you keep practicing the feeling, you attract a new experience. Understand this. You have to start practicing the emotion. So if abandoned is your emotion, change the abandoned emotion and put a different one. And guess what? Here's the part that we don't understand. You don't need a reason to feel any emotion. Somebody say amen. Facts, Tim. Everywhere you go, you'll be. I bought that book. I know a book. Somebody wrote that book. I bought that book. I don't think I have that book right here. Listen, you don't need a reason to feel any. Listen, okay, right now, right? Right now, nothing is happening. Nobody has come into your life. Nobody has called you with good news. Nobody has given you no cheeseburger. Nobody gave you a taco. You have, at this moment, you have no reason to be happy, specifically. But what if you just make up your mind to be happy right now? I relax my body. I breathe in and out. I feel my body as I inhale, my chest expands. And as I exhale, my chest deflates. See this breath that I have? There's something breathing through me because it keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps happening, and I'm not doing it. So now let me be aware of it. My heart has been beating for 43 years. And not one time have I done it myself. So let me now be aware of my heartbeat. I am aware of it. My lungs have been working for 43 years. Now let me appreciate it. Just for a moment. My body, my hands, my feet, my nose, my mouth. I taste some good ice cream yesterday. My name for my YouTube is Conscious Kirk with a K. Conscious with a K, Kirk. And now that because do you ever thank your body? Do you ever thank your arms for arming? Yeah, Georgia. I'm not in California, no. Do you ever thank your eyes for seeing? Have you? When's the last time you thank your eyes? When's the last time you thank your tongue for tasting some cheesecake or some ice cream or some candy or some chicken and rice or some soup? Yeah, Oscar, for real. Facts. I love that. He said every single one of your cells worship you. They give their lives to give you the opportunity to experience. Lord, I love that. I so love that right there. That's a powerful statement right there. Have you ever given your ears thank you? Because I woke up the other day, man. I was in Estonia and I woke up and in my ear I couldn't hear. Listen, whew, I had the most annoying experience. Sometimes you don't know, you really don't know. You really don't know what you have until you just don't have it. Because we take everything for granted. Everything. You're not a lost soul. You are just in your emotions too much. Sometimes you have to clear out your head. Yeah, Shine, I saw that too. It was 11:11. Yeah, Angelique. You have to move from your head and live outside in this world. Because many of us are living just in our minds, in our thoughts. Your thoughts is how much, you cannot experience life based on your thoughts. You cannot experience life based on your thoughts. And that's how many people live. Based on you are experiencing your thoughts, you're not experiencing life. Understand there is life and there is thoughts. And many of us are experiencing life based on our thoughts. That's how we see life. Not realizing that your thoughts are not yours. And your thoughts are not you. Your thoughts are just in your frequency. The frequency that you have generates your thoughts. But if you feel like your thoughts are you, then you're going to believe them and obey them. See, some of us are obeying our feelings. We obey our feelings. We don't obey God. We don't obey the word. We don't obey what we know. We obey what we are feeling and we do accordingly. A matter of fact, this is why we are so afraid to love somebody that we are no longer with. This is why This is why we are so afraid to love somebody still who we feel like we still like. Because when we obey our feelings, we're going to do accordingly by what our feelings say. Hey, Beatrice, how are you doing? I want you to understand. Never obey your feelings. Your feelings are just based on the past experience. If you obey your feelings, you're going to be stuck in your past. You can't live. You have to know. And based on that, what you know is what you do. We have to remember that. This is why we have no discipline. This is why you need discipline. Listen, many of us, we try to love, but we have no discipline or boundaries. It's very hard to experience life and to have love without boundaries and discipline. It's very hard to live. I love my exes deeply enough to release them. Yeah. Thank you, S. Thank you. But listen, I gotta go. I know I've been on here for so long, and you all didn't even tell me that I've been on here for like 2 hours. Nobody told me. 2.5 hours. Nobody told me. When you all was gonna tell me? You all just kept it a secret. You all should tell me, hey, Kirk, hey, you been on here for a couple hours, man. It's time. You don't know. I go on live sometimes like once maybe every couple days. I don't know how to release these people. You don't have the people. You have an emotion. It's 2 hours. Yeah, Ruth, that's a long time, isn't it? Oscar, I'm on TikTok right now too. TikTok. My name on TikTok is the Black Monk, but it's like 15 people using the Black Monk's name because they try to steal from my people. This live will be on YouTube. It's already saved. I'm actually streaming on YouTube right now, live. So it will be on YouTube when you get to YouTube. Good night, Yvette. I didn't even know you was there. I love what you're talking about. Yeah, I thought it was bedtime. You're right, V Jones. I didn't know you were still there. How can you how can you be someone's peace? You can't be someone's peace. You can't even be your own peace sometimes. You gotta be your own peace. You cannot be someone's peace. That's a false narrative that people are telling us. I want her to be my peace. Boy, please stop it. Quit. Those are false social media nonsense. You know, all these things that we talk about is social media nonsense. You can't, how can you be somebody's peace? What happens when you are not around? What happens when you go out of town? What happens when you travel? What happens when you are not with them anymore? They stop being peace. You cannot be somebody's peace. That's not true. It's impossible. It doesn't work. That's codependency. That's behavior modification. You're not somebody's peace. Don't ever think that you are someone's everything. That's just foolishness. Don't ever think that you are somebody's piece. You ain't that damn good. Don't flatter yourself. I ain't talking about you who acts. I'm just talking about in general. Don't Please don't allow somebody to flatter you by telling you to be their piece. You can If you cannot control your mind and your feelings and you can't accept what happens, nobody could be your peace. Peace is only found within you. Peace is only found and experienced and expressed through you. Thank you, Tim and Miranda. Peace only is found. I cannot be your peace. And guess what? I don't want to be your peace. For what? That's stress. Being your peace is stressful. Yeah, I feel you, just me. But being your peace is stressful because what if you're not your peace? I can't keep you straight. I can't keep your mind straight from not thinking nonsense, from not seeing crap. You know, that's a trick to keep you and to blame you too. That's the trick on how they blame you for their nonsense. Well, because you did this, you took my peace away, so I had to cheat on you. Boy, please. Can you be their muse? You sure can. You could be their misery. You could be their F up. But somebody gotta let you. Somebody gotta let you. I have to let you be my muse. You can't just be my muse without me allowing you to be my muse. But I don't believe in giving people that power. It's slavery, facts, the silence. I don't give people that power. Kirk, why can't you? You know, I had a friend, and that friend told me the other day, well, a while ago, we were good friends, and the friend told me, "Hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop being your friend." And I said, "Okay, I understand." And she said, "What do you mean you understand?" I said, "I understand, but how do you understand when? Well, you want me to not understand? You want me to fight what you are saying? Do you want me to fight what you are saying? You want me to fight to keep you? I can't. I don't live that way. I have to accept what you. I love you enough to understand and to accept that if I am your problem, if I am drama, if I am something in your life that brings you chaos, I must release you. I must release you. It's not about me. I don't take it personal. If you say, Kirk, I don't want to be your friend anymore, I have to accept it. I cannot stop you because that's not love. That is that's attachment. That is I don't want to because I understand. If you say, Kirk, I don't want to be your friend anymore, you know what? I understand. But I haven't even tell you why. I don't need to understand why. I ain't taking it personal. Yeah, for real, Tawanda. But seriously, and she said, "You don't care? What do you mean I don't care? I thought you said you don't want to be. Why do you think I don't care? Because you just let me go like that? I didn't let you go. I accepted what you said because I know I can't keep you hostage in my friendship. If you don't want to be my friend, I have to. It's not about you. If you say that you don't want to be my friend, why do you want me to fight it? I don't play those games. So we have to live like that too. That's how I choose to live my life. I don't stress because I've practiced this for many years. So what I talk to you guys about is what I practice. All right, V Jones, you be easy. I practice on purpose. So when it's time to set free, I walk, wish you love, I wish you peace, I wish you happiness. as I pray and I wish myself peace and love and happiness, and I'm good. It's okay. Let people be. Let people go. Yeah, real for real. So let people be. Husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, trying to keep somebody, Lord, it keeps you hostage, don't it? Trying to keep somebody makes you suffer, don't it? That thing makes you suffer. Trying to hold on to something that want to go, oh my Lord, that brings pain, don't it? Brings you tears in your eyes. You don't feel comfortable. You know they want to leave, so you know you're not peaceful. You're not happy. You're not safe. You feel insecure. It is time to set people free from your life who don't want to be there, please, so that you can be set free and be free yourself. Yes, truth sets you free. You all have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful night. Goddess Tiffany, how are you doing? Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful rest. I hope you all find peace. I hope you find you. I hope you find love. I hope you go inside and find all the things that you're looking for on the outside. Thank you, Miss Howard. I hope you go on the inside and dig up everything that you want to. Somebody told me today, somebody said, my dear friend, she said, I just want to be loved. I said, what do you want? I want to be loved and I want peace. And I said, but you know what? The best thing about that? All those things are on the inside. Why don't you have them? It's your choice. She said, what do you mean? I said, all the things that you want from the outside is found on the inside. You want it from a man, but you have it. Peace, security, love is all yours that you give to yourself. When you can give it to yourself, you're going to find a man who matches that frequency. But you give it to yourself because you're the one who experienced it. Thank you, Goddess Tiffany. You are the one who experienced it. It's yours. It was always yours all this time. All along, it was yours. You had it, but you didn't want to exercise it. But you have it. It's yours. It's being yours. Why are you looking for something? This is this right here. This is this. This is I'm in the club where it's dark. I can't see nothing in the club. I drop my phone. If I drop my phone when I'm in the club, since I can't see my phone in the club because it's dark, I go outside the club where there's a street light and start looking for my phone outside because there's a light there. But my phone wasn't dropped there. It was dropped on the inside where there was darkness. But I went outside where there's a light to look for my phone. This is what we do when we're looking for love, happiness, and peace. We are trying to go find it where we didn't lose it on the outside. It's not on the outside. It can never be found on the outside. It's always within you. It's not lost. It's there, not being exercised. You're not using it. Start to use it, and you will see what I'm talking about. You have to use it. If you want to find love, you have to start loving. Kat, I love you guys too, man. You and Jason, I love you guys too. You all are such a amazing, two amazing people. Thank you all for joining me, man. You all have a beautiful night. Thank you for the gift. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for the laughter because you all made me laugh. Thanks for the connection. Thanks for letting me talk how I want to talk without judgment. I appreciate you guys. Be peace. Be yourself. Be happy. Be a whole bunch of things, but make sure you just be. All right? You all. I'll see you guys later. Peace.